With Barnes Jewish infection prevention expert, and it's time once again for flu shots. And this is a very serious deal for all of us here at the Big 550 KTRS, and we will always remember John Beaver, who our studio is named after. John Beaver was with us that morning when we had the doctors come in and talk about flu shots. He actually got the flu shot, ultimately got the flu. He got the what was the big flu? The N1H1?
H1N1.
H1N1 flu. Ultimately turned to a pneumonia, and ultimately our friend John Beaver died of it. So this is a very serious issue, and Dr. Steve Lawrence joins us to talk all about it. Everybody who needs a flu shot should get a flu shot.
That's right. Everybody 6 months and older.
6 months and older gets a flu shot. Some of the times people say, I get a flu shot and I get the flu. What do you say, doctor?
Yeah, that's a very common thing that we hear, and it usually involves one of three circumstances. One of them is that the flu shot was given too late and they were exposed to flu, and that they actually got sick from flu in that time period, in the 2 weeks it takes before you get an immune response.
Sure.
The other one would be is that at the same time flu is circulating, there are a lot of other viruses, but mostly cold viruses, that people may think are the flu, because the flu vaccine only protects versus influenza virus, but many other viruses are out there. And then the third thing is that every once in a while, people, especially if they've gotten the first flu shot or they haven't had it in a long time, they sometimes have such a robust immune response that they get some symptoms that mimic flu, but it's actually not flu. And
Right.
it's usually very mild.
But the people who are in that category are infinitesimal compared to the people who are helped and protected by the flu shot.
Oh, that's right. I mean, the downside of the flu shot is negligible. You get a sore arm sometimes, and as far as any serious side effects, they're almost non-existent.
Our friend John Beaver, who got the H1N1 flu a couple of years ago, he was with us that morning. We got the shot. And we asked him later, we said, you got the shot that day? Yes. And we work so close with each other. We were probably protected from what his virus had, in a sense, because of that flu shot, right?
Yes, that's right. And, one of the things that's a little bit, we have to keep in mind that the best protection versus flu is the flu shot. But even still, it's not perfect. And what we do know is that we can reduce the risk of people getting flu by, in a good year where it's matched to what's circulating out there, 70 to 80% decrease of the likelihood of getting flu with the flu shot.
Dr. Steve Lawrence, our guest, free flu shots. So after all of this, Barnes Jewish Hospital is giving away free flu shots.
And by the way, hi, Dr. Lawrence. So Sandra is here to show us, if you're streaming us live, really what the pack is for the flu shot, right? It's not that difficult.
No, it's not.
What do you have?
I just have the vaccine, and
Talk a little into the.
I just have the vaccine here.
Okay.
And it's real simple. It goes into your deltoid muscle, right or left, you choose. And
do you have
simple.
Do you have a peanuts Band-Aid for me?
I don't have that, but I can draw one.
But you're going to get some.
There you go. Dr. Lawrence, when and how do we get the free flu shots?
Well, there are going to be many places to do this, and they'll be on the website that I think is going to be on your link. It's
BarnesJewish.com/flu shots.
That's right. Thank you. And they're going to start next week, and most of these are going to be at Barnes Hospital, but there will also be other locations as well. It's the 12th year that this has been done. There'll be over 20,000 free flu shots that are given out. And I think this is really an important service that is being done to be able to help protect the community.
Is it too early or too late to get a flu shot?
Well, that's a great question. And so this is the absolute perfect time, because flu, most years, it's easy to remember. It usually starts around Halloween, usually peaks around the Super Bowl, and it's usually gone by Easter. And so it takes 2 weeks before you get a good immune response and get protection from it. So early October is the perfect time to get it.
Dr. Lawrence, every year we hear about a new strain of the flu. Is there one specific this year?
We don't know yet what is going to be the predominant circulating strain. Last year was difficult because the vaccine didn't match what was there. That's why it was a rough year last year. We don't know what it is this year, but that's the reason why we have to have new vaccines every year, because the flu virus mutates, it changes, so every year it's a little bit different than the year before.
Dr. Steve Lawrence, Barnes Jewish infection prevention expert, barnesjewish.com/flu shots to find your free flu shot. There is no reason why you shouldn't get a flu shot. Everyone over the age of 6 months. 6 months and over.
That's right.
Easy as that. Dr. Steve Lawrence, thanks for coming in.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Doctor.
725
Thanks,
here, Big 550 K.